What is good, YouTube? My name is CJ and I love tech. Today, the tech we're gonna talk about, my Galaxy Note 8. Now, I'm gonna talk about the 5 things I hate about my Galaxy Note 8. Wait. I know. Hey, look, I still love you, I promise. I know. Why would anybody use the word hate and Note 8 in the same sentence? But I'm doing it. 5 things, okay? I love this thing. You guys know that. If you've seen my review, you already know. You know how I roll. You know. And I'm pretty sure the haters think, he finally talking about the hate. No. Nah, but realistically, nothing's perfect. There's always room for improvement. I love these videos because I get to talk about the areas of improvement. And hopefully someone's listening out there that can make these happen. You know what I mean? And we as the consumer, we need to voice that, because how else are we gonna get the devices that we really want that work for us? Now, we all have different needs and wants and likes and so forth. Anyways, I'm gonna talk about my 5 things that I hate about my Galaxy Note 8. Let's do it. All right, the number 1 thing that I hate about my Galaxy Note 8, and this is kind of, anyways, I'm just gonna say it. It's not stock Android. I know, it's a Samsung device. Yeah, they like to push their TouchWiz on their devices, but I wish there was an option for stock Android on all Android phones. Like, seriously, I wish you didn't just have to buy the Google phone or the Google device to get stock Android. And I understand they're just probably trying to add their own launcher to make you want their devices, but at the end of the day, stock Android is king. So let's start with manufacturers, public service. Okay, I need to make an announcement. All manufacturers, cell phone manufacturers, Samsung, LG, and all you other Huawei, OnePlus, can we get stock Android as an option? Let's be able to disable your launcher, yes, your launcher, and only have stock Android. So yeah, the reason why I love stock Android, I've had a stock Android device. I mean, it's the most cleanest. Yeah, it's kind of blah. Yeah, it's kind of boring, but you get to build it the way you want to. There's a way around that when you have a Samsung device, and that's Nova Launcher. Now, I did a complete Nova Launcher installation vid showing you from beginning to end how to install Nova Launcher, and you get the customization with Nova Launcher, which is a lot faster than TouchWiz and so forth. With that being said, TouchWiz this year, it wasn't that bad. I've said that in my videos in the past, but the thing is with TouchWiz and with Samsung has their own ecosystem. Just like Apple and all these other places, they try to kind of constrain you within their ecosystem, and I understand, I get it, but I want the option of stock Android, and I want the option to be able to use stock Android apps with my Samsung devices. That didn't work. With my Samsung devices. So basically, you know what I mean? I want, if I use the Google clock and the alarm goes off, I want to be able to disable that with my Samsung Gear S3 and so forth. So Samsung, kind of loosen up on your ecosystem, you know what I'm saying? I like your products and everything, but let's consider stock Android option. That'd be dope if you could just flip a switch and just go to stock Android, or if that launcher came pre-installed on the Samsung. And if you guys optimize to it too, please, optimization, that's the number 1 thing. All right, the number 2 thing that I dislike, that I hate about my Galaxy Note 8, the telephoto lens. You know, I really don't use it. I don't use telephoto lens, and I understand that's how you get the, what do they call it, live focus, or the bokeh and the background blur. But I don't understand, if you put a very fast aperture, just like a lens, like the one I'm using, put a 1.8 or 1.2, why isn't there no bokeh or background blur with the original lens? Now, rumor is on the S9, there's gonna be a variable aperture on that lens. So hopefully you get the option of doing the background blur by the aperture the way that lenses and cameras are supposed to work. So if we see that happen, that's gonna be dope. Kudos to you, Samsung. Now, what I would like to see for the second camera, instead of telephoto, let's do wide angle, super wide angle. This is the age of vlogging, and everyone's doing pictures to the point where I think wide angle lens makes sense. So ditch the telephoto, put a super wide angle on that one. And then with that variable aperture lens you guys are about to drop, which I'm assuming, let's get the bokeh in the original lens. Come on, man. Like my 1.8 right here, I have the option. If I put it in 1.8, I get the bokeh. So let's do that, Samsung. Make sure my screen doesn't cut off, you know what I'm saying? Because that be happening a lot. The third thing that I hate about my Galaxy Note 8, and this is probably like a hate, but yet I understand why type of, anyways, at the end of the day, the weight. Now, I know this is a premium build. the weight kind of signifies that. You're talking metal and glass, and I get that. But when I held that Pixel in my hand, which I didn't really like the build of it because it was more plasticky, but I loved how light it was. So if we could figure a way to have this premium build with a lighter body and feel. And the reason why, I carry this in my back pocket, and certain pants I wear that aren't the most tight around my waist. So if I got something heavy in my pocket, and say if your pants aren't the tightest, well, I don't really wear tight pants, but say if your waist isn't the tightest waist and you put something heavy, this is already pulling down on your waist and everything. So it could cause a little sag, you know, a little more sag than I would like. So, you know, this is just a small little nitpicky thing. I'm being petty, but so what? I want the device to be lighter if that's possible. I think let's work on that. You know, that would be awesome if they can make it just as premium, just as booming, but lighter. I would love that. That's my third thing. All right, number 4. The number 4 thing I hate about the Galaxy Note 8 is the battery. And now, no, before you jump to conclusion, I'm not talking about so much as in battery life, because all of these devices with what they do, they're gonna smash the battery. I just want a new battery technology. I know there has to be some kind of new battery technology, which there's rumors that Samsung has created a new battery technology, and this number 4 might already be getting ready to be answered. But I want a new technology. I want a new battery. I want a new way that our smartphones drain. Like, I need the battery to be as up to date and as adjusted for what these devices demand. I think it's time that they up the battery. Like, all these years, the phones have been getting crazier and more advanced and more technological, but the batteries are just like kind of, let's get a better technology on our batteries to get us the most out of our devices. Now, like I said, you knowing like I know, you should have all of the things that you need to make your battery last longer, whether that's a power bank or keeping your charger with you, car charger, all that stuff. That should be the norm now. Like, I mean, come on, especially if you're a power user, crazy user. People be complaining about the battery, like, man, complain about the battery, but you need to keep the power around and keep the battery going. You're using it like an addict, okay? And then another thing, you saw what happened with the Note 7, so we can't put too much pressure, and they're being very reserved. They're being very smart, even with the S9, keeping the battery the same. But I just want new battery technology. It has to be out there. Come on, Elon. Can we get you in the cell phone game? Like, come on. Bring the must to the cell phone game. All right, my 5th and final thing that I hate about my Galaxy Note 8 is right there. It's only one of those. There's a mono speaker. Like, come on. In this day and age, it shouldn't be no smartphone. I don't want to see no more smartphones in 2018 without stereo speakers. Seriously, like, come on. How we sitting here, we like this all day, consuming. I'm watching my YouTube and Facebook videos and so forth, whatever. I need stereo speakers. Give me stereo speakers. Now, I know on the S9, we finally are getting stereo speakers. Bravo, Samsung. And yo, on that Note 9, I better get 2 speakers. I'm not playing. I will be some pissed off if I don't get dual speakers on the Galaxy Note 9. This is 2018. There should be not one smartphone without dual speakers. Come on, man. This is like, if these things are replacing our laptops and our TVs as far as instant media consumption, we should have dual speakers, because all of those things have dual speakers. That has dual speakers. That TV over there has dual speakers. Why doesn't this have dual speakers? In other news, now I kind of want to I'm going to add this little rant at the end. That's the end of my 5 things that I hate about the Galaxy Note 8. And if you are happy that I hate 5 things about my Galaxy Note 8, so kudos to you. So what? But at the end of the day, this is still the best phone you can get right now. Like, you know what I mean? And speaking of that, let's talk about Apple. Whoa. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Smash that sub button. You already know we on the journey to 10,000 subs, but I want to go surpass that. I want to hit 50,000. 50,000. Smash that sub for 50,000. Smash that sub for 100,000. The sky's the limit. I'm trying to take this channel on a journey, a growth journey. And the only way I do that is by you guys helping me out and doing things. Now, this is crazy. I have been going through a lot of craziness these last few months, man, all kind of stuff. And, you know, the whole issue with them sending out software and slowing down your phone for your battery's sake. We all know that when the new phone would come out and then your phone started to get slow, you would be way more, you would just be like, yo, man, this thing is getting on my nerves. You just go and just upgrade. And they know that. They know psychology. Come on, don't play the games. But like, this is my thing with Apple. Like, I'm a long time Apple user. Let me just say that I'm not no Android fanboy. I haven't been on Android long enough to even be a fanboy at all. Like, seriously. And I've been rocking with Apple and Apple products for so long. But I've noticed the extreme planned obsolescence, the shadiness, the sneakiness, like the manipulation to boost numbers on the financial side. And it's finally catching up to them. And that's how it goes. You do dirt comes back. I'm sitting back and I'm watching. I don't have any empathy for Apple. Let me get that straight. And this is not nothing hateful or out of malice. This is like me on their side. They need to get their butt kicked. Like, they need these like knots on their head to wake them up, hopefully, because they've been doing some real iffy things. And like the way they hurried the release of the iPhone X just to make the deadline so they could say that it was the 10-year anniversary and all of that, just trying to build that hype and that marketing, they dropped the ball. They like got a phone that wasn't, like, you literally bought a prototype. You didn't buy an actual finished device ready for production. You bought a prototype on the iPhone X, which is why they're gonna stop the production of it. And we all know this. Anytime there's a new iteration of anything, especially in the technology world, it's better usually to wait for the next one to drop, like the second iteration of it. And that one's usually better. The first one is usually like, here, and then let's see what they say is wrong with it, and then we'll fix it. But I don't like the way they've been moving. Like, my first frustration with Apple was on the computer side. It had nothing to do with the phones. It was the fact that when I bought this MacBook Pro Retina, after a year, my hard drive just went to crap. And it wasn't me, trust me. I wasn't doing nothing crazy or anything, but it just went to crap. That is so unlike Apple. I got a iMac in there I've had for 11 years now that still works. It's an iMac. That type of quality and that type of build is what built my like confidence in Apple. And I was like, oh yeah, man. I paid the premium price tag and I got a premium product. But when I paid the premium price tag again and I didn't get a premium product, and it was like literally the hard drive went out like right at the cutoff for the warranty. And they were gonna try to charge me inside the Apple store, and I had to sit there and stand my ground. And luckily they owned up and replaced it. But the users who are Apple users for the computer side, remember, like I said, sound engineering, audio engineering is my background. We use Mac. They haven't been tending to the pro consumer. Now they just recently started. They dropped the iMac Pro. Look at the price tag, cause I do 4K editing. I need a beast of a machine. And with Apple, man, they trying to suck my wallet. They trying to suck my wallet dry just so I could do 4K quality content and edit it with ease. I'm not totally off to Apple. I'm not turned off to Apple. Like, I would like to get back to having an Apple device along with an Android one. That's what I want my norm to be. I want to have both. I want to carry both. I want to work on both ecosystems. Same thing, custom PC, and then I want to bomb smack. You know what I mean? Like, that's just it. Like, there's some things about Apple that I can't get out of PC or I can't get out of Android that I love. And there's some things out of Android and PC, that a lot of things that I can't get out of Apple that I love. So, it's pick and choose. It's love-hate relationship. We all have our battles. We all have, our a lot of people take sides. Like me, I'm not on a side. I'm just I'm living life. I'm jumping where I want to be at the moment and at the time. And that's how I'm rocking with it. But like I said, I don't have empathy for Apple for all the crap they're going through right now. I'm glad they're going through it because hopefully it like knocks them upside the head and they wake up and they do what they're supposed to do and bring us something similar to the Note 9 so I can enjoy it on the Apple ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the end of that Apple rant. That was the 5 things I hate about my Galaxy Note 8. Whoa. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Smash that sub button. You already know we on the journey to 10,000 subs, but I want to go surpass that. I want to hit 50,000. 50,000. Smash that sub for 50,000. Smash that sub for 100,000. The sky's the limit. I'm trying to take this channel on a journey, a growth journey. And the only way I do that is by you guys helping me out and doing things. And if you make YouTube videos, there's the link down below in the description for TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy's a dope extension. And I'm going to be doing videos about that in my Making YouTube series. If you make YouTube and you haven't started watching my Making YouTube series, what are you doing? Like, for real, go to there right now. And then for all the haters that ever pushed the thumb down on my Galaxy Note, when I was talking about it was the best phone. Who's laughing now? It is. It still is. I don't want to hear it. Hey, look, that was the 5 things I hate about my Galaxy Note 8. At least I'm man enough to be the one that said this was the best phone and to be able to let you know that there are some things I hate about this phone. But there's more things that I love about it than I hate. That's why it's a win-win. Let's keep taking these W's, Samsung. Let's try to get some W's, Apple. And Google. Yo, I'm looking forward to the Pixel this year. I'm not even gonna lie. I wanna see what the Pixel gonna do, man. I really would love to get back in that pure Android hemisphere. So Google, please bring it this year. Bring the heat, baby. Bring me a better built phone. Without LCD issues. You should get your LCD screens from Samsung. I don't know why would you go to LG. Go to Samsung, man. Anyways, whatever. That's it. I'm done. I'm sorry. Ranting. Peace.
What's up, YouTube?